Okay, welcome to training video 9. In this video we're going to talk about the skin integrity workbook. So I'm going to open up the nursing folder. I've already got this, here's the skin integrity workbook. I've already got it open here. I'm going to open it up. The workbook is set up the same way as the other ones are. The white tabs have instructions, the yellow tabs have graphs, charts, and tables. The green tabs have summaries, the blue tabs are your data entry tabs, red and black are essentially admin tabs. The main difference between this workbook and the other workbooks is that this workbook is set up both by month and by week. So down here at the bottom, the blue tabs, you see that there's one tab for every month, January, February through December. Within the tab, the January tab, we have week 1 up here. If I scroll to the right, I have week 2. If I scroll to the right again, I have week 3, week 4, and then week 5. Because skin integrity is such an important issue, and because it's measured and tracked and trended on a weekly basis, there is essentially a worksheet for every week in every month. February has 4 weeks, and so there are 4 worksheets. But every other month has 5 worksheets for every week of that month. So here I've just preloaded some information so that we can move right along. Here we have John Smith, who had an onset date of 1/5/12. He's in room 12. He's got a pressure ulcer. He admitted with this ulcer, and it's a stage 4, and it's on his back. And it's on the left side. And it does have some odor, and it is necrotic, about 50% necrotic. Here's the size of the pressure ulcer. It's got moderate drainage. I'm not sure what the treatment would be, but this is something that's new. Is he at nutritional risk? No. He's on a pressure-reducing mattress, and he's not on Part B. Some of the relevant notes that I put there are that he refuses to try to walk, so that might be important for the clinicians to know. So let's just go through this real quick and find out what the options are for each of these drop-down menus. So within the type, this isn't skin integrity. It's not just pressure ulcers. So there are different skin issues that may come up. Here's pressure, but there may be something with, there may be a surgical situation or a vascular situation, arterial. There may be something else that's going on there, not just pressure ulcers. Within the acquisition point column, we have admit and facility, and then the stage, we have all the stages 1 through 4, and then UTD and SDTI. The sites, there are a number of sites here. So ankle, back, buttocks, ear, nose, elbow, foot, head, heel, hip, ischium, knee, other, sacral, and thigh. The site detail section is just some space where you can free type relevant information to the wound. It might be the left side, it might be the right side, it might be the inner part of the body. The next column, whether it has odor, yes or no, whether it's necrotic, yes or no. The next column here is for a percentage. You type in a number and it'll automatically input a percentage. For example, if in the row below, if I put in 10, it automatically adds the percentage sign. These sections here are for the size. You input the size, the numbers, 12 by 5 for example, or whatever it might be, and then the depth. Drainage, none, scant, small, moderate, or heavy. The treatment section, the treatment column, is freeform. You can type in whatever you like. Just typing in numbers so you can see that, that it's freeform. The change codes. So up here at the top in the yellow section we have change codes. Is this wound healing, or has it healed? Has it improved? Is it something new? Is it the same as it was the week before, or is it getting worse? Is this individual at nutritional risk? It's a yes or no question. What kind of bed is this individual on? We have 3 choices. And lastly, is this individual on Part B? yes or no. And then of course we have a section for notes. So over here I've added a little bit more data so that I can show you the bottom of the page, or the worksheet. So here we have a very quick dashboard. We see we have 3 residents with ulcers. Just show you that we have 1, John Smith, 2, George Jones, and 3, Sam Walker. Sam Walker happens to have 3 different either ulcers, pressure ulcers, or some other situation there that has to do with skin integrity. We have 5 ulcer sites. So if we scroll back up to the top, we see we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 3 of them are in the back, 1 ankle, and 1 buttocks. 2 came in with ulcers, and 3 acquired their ulcers within the facility. And here is just a quick dashboard of the statistics for the week. So if I come over here to the green summary tab, the weekly skin integrity trends, this helps me to see what's going on a weekly basis. So all of the data we've input is for January. I've also got a little bit of data for the first week of February, and that shows up here as well. If I look at the summary tab, this summarizes the whole month, every month for the whole year. So in the month of January, this gives you some quick statistics of what's gone on in the month of January. This is different from this tab. This is a weekly tab. So this is the month of January, week 1, week 2, 3, 4, and 5. You can track the performance of the facility on a weekly trend and also a monthly trend. All of those questions that you answered in the drop-down columns, the information is transferred right over to this summary tab. So you see here that we have 1 ankle, 3 back situations, and 1 buttocks. Total ulcers, moving on to the graphs. What does this show us? This shows us that in the month of January, here's the data table down here, we have 5 total ulcers by site, and then the line, this line right here, shows us that we have 3, there's the number 3 individuals with pressure ulcers. Because I have a little bit of data in the month of February, the first week of February, this shows us that our trend is going down. Both our total ulcers by site and also our individuals with pressure ulcers. If we look at the graph that has pressure ulcers by stage, we see that in January we have a little bit of everything. In February that number is going down. We see the trends going down. If we look at this graph right here, this helps us to see that we have a situation. We have a number of individuals in the facility that have problems with back skin integrity issues, and I can see that by looking at the data table down here. We see a number 3 for back, and also by noticing the color. So this is the whole month of January, and you notice that this color blue is a lot larger than the other 2 colors next to it. The monthly charts, this helps us to simply see the same information that's on this weekly trend. We can see it in the monthly charts, the little graphs, and all this is tracking is total ulcer sites and total residents with ulcers. And of course this will go up or down based upon the information that you input into the blue data entry tabs. Finally, the change codes. So the change codes reflect the information that you entered here in the blue tab, and what we see here is that we have 3 ulcers that are healing. We have 1 that's a new one, and we have 1 that's getting worse. So that's the pressure or the skin integrity workbook. Again, there is a worksheet for every single week. There are 5 weeks in every monthly tab here, except for February, which has 4 weekly worksheets. And that's the end of this video.